good job as transferable skills. Wait until you see how a piano tuner completely breaks the underworld completely open with his safe cracking skills. Yeah, that's tuner, and that's what it's about. This guy is so good at opening safes that, well, he gets sucked into that criminal underworld. Tuner comes in at 94% on the tomato meter, 96 by the audience, so people really like this film. And indeed, it tells the tale of a talented piano tuner who suffers from a hyperacusis. That's when the ears, like it, loud sounds hurt you, right? And he discovers that an unexpected aptitude for cracking safes turns his life upside down. And there's a bit of romance in here as well. Daniel Roher directs, and it stars Leo Woodall, who does a really good job here as Niki, the piano tuner. Dustin Hoffman plays the like grandfatherly character there. And who's the love interest here? Havana Rose Liu. Good job. And even somebody who pops up as a cameo is Jean Reno. Now, if you saw the trailers for this, this was originally supposed to come out, I believe, sometime last year. And it's just posing that question of what would you do for money when you really are desperate? And the movie plays into some normal cliches like, okay, the grandfather gets sick, so he's got to pay the hospital bills. And then it's kind of like, okay, yeah, he turns to crime. And it's kind of like posing some really interesting ethical questions here as to whether you've got these skills. You can hear things well, so you can crack things open. And then there's this romance going on in the background where it's like, I like the mix of what's going on in this movie. I found myself enjoying like the richness and the depth of some of the character development, and I felt like it really pays off here. So let's go to the tomato meter here and figure out what the critics and audiences are saying before I come in with my score here. The Times UK. The casting is perfectly precise, with Hoffman providing a welcome gravitas before effectively abandoning the drama to an exceptional Woodall. And yeah, it's really all on him. Irish Times says these are fleshy characters with eccentric motivations who could easily have breathed air into the post-classical cinema of the United States in the 1970s. Ooh, spit that out, James, why don't you? Well worth chasing, it is well worth chasing down, for sure. Audience, people who liked it, most people did like this film. They did. It's just, it's one of those films at the end of the, you'll be like, yeah, that was a good movie, Tuner. Tuner is a wonderful movie. It feels like a return to the way movies used to be written because it's about something. It's just not about explosions and set pieces and ooh, look at this action. Look how I'm wowing you with the spectacle. And it's like, no, it's actually about something, right? Shelley says, wonderful movie, great acting. Just be aware having Dustin Hoffman is a come on. Very few minutes with him. Well, then I don't think the movie really set it up that he was going to be like the main character. From the trailers that we saw, we saw that okay, he's playing kind of like a the grandfatherly role, the mentor role here to him, and he's very effective in his time on screen. But yeah, apparently this was shot in Toronto. Like it was kind of cool. Like there were set pieces here that was like, wait a minute, do I sort of recognize that? But it's just a nice film. I don't know what more I can possibly say about Tuner here. It's just like one of those sleeper hits that nobody's going to be really talking about. It's going to be one of those films that'll make some money. It's probably not going to make enough for it to be profitable, but it's one of those ones where I kind of like have to recommend it as best as I can and say that you're going to get good acting, you're going to get good storytelling. It's got some really good music in here because it's about a guy who used to be a really good piano player, but then he got injured and now his hearing isn't there, and it does pay off in the end. It does totally pay off. I think this is one of those films where it'd be like, there's some bad people on this planet, in this earth, in this realm, right? And sometimes when you take a brush with them, you get in over your head, and that's sort of what happens in this movie. And it's just an overall enjoyable experience. So with that being said, let's pull up my score sheet here for tuner, acting, directing, and story out of a possible 2 points each. Cinematography and score out of a full 1 point, and the acting here, Leo Woodall and Havana Rose Leo really carry this. And those bad guys that come in also are really effective. And they're not the typical bad guys that you would think. Okay, I work for the mafia. I work for the people that'll just blindly and coldly kill someone. No, they're not. There's a subtlety and layer to them. There's a very colorful array of them as well. And they do some stuff in here that's not. Uh, it's not run of the mill. It's not expected. I didn't expect these bad guys to act like the way that they do. You would think that they would just be the mustache twirling kind of, and they're not. And it's just like there's nuance in here, is what I'm trying to say. And it pays off because of the acting, because of the story and the directing here. It's all really well crafted. The cinematography, as I said, you saw in the trailer those shots of the music hall and stuff like that. It's really well done. But then there's like the way that they torture him and they try to like get him to do jobs and stuff is they blow this really loud horn on at him because it hurts him, right? And the way that they filmed that made you really feel like you can understand what he's hearing and suffering, right? It's just really well done. And the score, the piano music in here is, I think it's first rate, because there's a nuance in the background here of orchestral music and composition, and I appreciated that as well. So the watchability factor, if you like the trailers, you like the setup to this, it's not too graphic in its violence, but there's definitely a criminal element to it, and it's it makes you feel like, yeah, man, you make some bad choices in your life, and sooner or later, you're gonna have to pay the piper, and it comes down. It does come down, and I can't recommend this movie enough. It's a solid movie. So 8.5 out of 10 was my score for Tuner. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains.